Today we're going to talk about vectors for International GCSE Edexcel. Let's see some examples from the past papers. Are you feeling confused? You have problems in math? Our online courses will help you at any time. Today the summary points are we're going to study how to find a missing vector, how to find parallel vectors, collinear points, which means points they are on a straight line, and the column vector. In the end, we're going to study a ratio between two vectors. Let's see the first example from the past papers, then we will continue other examples. The first example says OAB is triangle, OA equals A, OB equals B. We need to find the vector AB in terms of AB. This is the first part. In the first part, we need to find the vector AB. To find AB starting from A, and you're going to stop at B, so you will go through AO, then OB. The starting point is A, the ending point is B, so you go through AO, then OB. But take care that you're going to go in the opposite direction of A, so it's going to be negative A because you will go in the opposite direction, then you will go there. So the vector AB will be going through AO, then you will move OB. So this one will be negative A plus B, or it can be written as B minus A. This is the first part, part A. Regarding part B, it says P is the point on AB. We have a point B, which is already here on AB, such that the ratio between AP to PB is 3:1. So what's going to happen here? Whenever you have a ratio, you need to get the total of this ratio first. 3:1. So AP is going to be 3 out of 4, and PB is 1 out of 4. Why 4? Because this is the total of the ratio. So we have AP is 3/4 of AB, and PB is 1/4 of AB. So we have AB is B minus A. So AP is 3/4 of AB, and we have PB is 1/4 of AB. So let's first of all find AP and PB. So AP is 3/4 of AB. We will multiply 3/4 by B minus A. 3/4 multiplied by B minus A. And here we have PB is 1/4 of AB. So it will be 1/4 multiplied by B minus A. Then we need to find OP. We need to find the vector OP. The vector OP. OP, you can go through OA, then AP, or you can go through OB and then BP. So you have the two ways, and both of them they are correct. So let's go through to find OP. We need to go through OA, then we'll move through AP. So OA is A plus AP is 3/4 by B minus 3/4 of A. If you collect the like terms together, A minus 3/4 plus 3/4 of B, and it can be simply written as 1/4 of A plus 3B. This is the first example. Let's move to one more example. SQ such that SN2 and Q is 3:2. PQ is A, PS is B. Write down in terms of AB an expression for SQ. So we need to find SQ. SQ, the starting is S and the ending is Q, so you can go through SP then PQ, or you can go through SR then RQ. Since this is parallelogram, so this vector is A, the opposite vector is A, this vector is B, so this vector is B as well. So we need to find SQ. The vector SQ will be going through SP, then you will move through PQ. So in this part, you must know that SP is the opposite direction of B, so it will be negative B plus a, so it can be written as a minus b. This is part A. In part B, we need to get nr, this vector, nr. So what you will do is, to get nr, the first thing is, let's divide the ratio. Sn 3 parts, and here 2 parts. So 3 out of 5 parts, and here 2 out of 5 parts. 3 parts, because the total is 5. 3 and 2, the total is 5. So 3 parts out of s cubed, and here 2/5 of 2/5 of s cubed. So let's find Sn first, and nq. Sn is 3/5 of s cubed, which is 3/5 of a minus b, and then we have nq is 2/5 of s cubed, which would be 2 out of 5 multiplied by a minus b. Now, if we need to find the vector nr, you can go through ns then sr, or nq then qr. Both of them are correct. So we can go through ns then sr to get nr. We'll go through ns then sr, but take care that when you go through ns, it will be the opposite direction, so it will be negative 3/5 multiplied by a minus b plus sr, which is a. So if you expand, it will be negative 3/5 of a, positive 3/5 of b, then plus a. If you add a's together, it will be 2/5 of a plus 3/5 of b. You can take 1/5 as a column, as a common factor, so it's going to be 2a plus 3b, and this is the final answer. Let's move to one more example and see how to do the vectors. This example talks about the ratio, when we want to prove a ratio that happens in a vector. The question says OAYB is a quadrilateral, as you see here. OA is 3a, and OB is 6b, and then we have BY is 5a minus b. We need to express AB in terms of AB. If I want to find AB, the starting is A and the ending is B, so we'll go through AB here is AO, then add it to OB, so it will be AO is negative 3A plus OB is 6B, so it can be written as 6B minus 3A. So this is the first part. We got AB now. Then I need to find this one. It says X is the point on AB such that the ratio of AX to XB is 1 to 2. AX to XB is 1 to 2. So this is this one part and this one is 2 parts. The total is 3. So this one is 1/3 and this one is 2/3. AX is 1/3 of AB and XB is 2/3 of AB. Okay, so let's find these two first. To find AX and then XB, AX is 1/3 of AB, which is 1/3 multiplied by 6B minus 3A, and BX or XB is 2/3 of 6B minus 3A. So what will happen is, if we expand, it will be 2b minus a, and this one will be 4b minus 2a. So now we got ax and we got xb. What we need to do is, we have by equals 5a minus b. We need to find or prove that ox is 2/5 out of oy. Ox is 2/5 out of oy. So let's find OY first. OY is going through OY is going through OB, then BY, OB, then BY. So OB is 6A plus BY is 5A minus B. It will be, we have here 6B and here 5A minus B. It will be, sorry, this is 6B, not 6A. This part is 6B, not 6A. Then we will collect B's together. 6B minus B is 5B plus 5A, or it can be written as 5 multiplied by A plus B. So this is OY. Now we got OY, part of this. Let's get OX. OX here, OX can be found by going through OA, then AX. So to find OX, what you will do is you will go through OA, then you will move AX. So let's write them together here. OA is 3A plus AX, we got it before, which is 2B minus A. Here AX is 2B minus A, and OA 3A. So if you collect them together, it will be 3A minus A is 2A plus 2B. If you take 2 as a common, it will be A plus B. So now we got OX. And we got OY as well. So let's find the relationship between them. We can write that OX is 2AB, 2 multiplied by A plus B, and OY is 5 multiplied by A plus B. If we divide OX over OY like a ratio, and here we're going to write the vector, which is OX, it's 2 multiplied A plus B, all over 5 multiplied by A plus B. You can remove A plus B together. So OX is 2/5 of OY, which is required to be found here. So now we got the ratio between them and we proved what's required. Let's see one more question. The question here, we need to prove that two vectors are parallel. How you know that two vectors are parallel? First of all, you must find the two vectors which are required. For example, if you have vector AB and vector, for example, XY, you need to prove that they are parallel. The main thing is you must find that one of them is a multiple of another. For example, if AB is A plus B, this is the answer of AB. So XY is K multiplied by A plus B. So now you can prove that they are parallel because one of them must be multiple of the other. So one of them must be a multiple of the other. So you can prove that they are parallel. One of them must be a multiple of the other. Let's see the example here. Example says OAB is a triangle, as you see here. OA is 5A and OB is 2B, and we have the point T on AB. The ratio of AT to TB is 5:1. As I told you before, 5:1, their total is 6. So this 5 out of 6, and this one is 1 out of 6. Let's find AB first. Let's find AB. AB will be AO then OB, AO then OB, so it will be this part is negative 5A plus 2B, or it can be written as 2B minus 5A. Now we got AB. Let's find this one, which is AT then TB. If I want to find AT is 5 out of 6 from the AB, so it's 5 out of 6 multiplied by 2B minus 5A, and the TB is 1/6 of the TB 2B minus 5A. So if we expand here, this one it can be 5 out of 3B minus 25 out of 6A, and here the TB is 1/3 of B minus 5 out of 6A. So now what we need to do is show that OT, we need to prove that OT is parallel to the vector A plus 2B. We have a vector which is not existing in this question. this vector, its answer or result is a plus 2b, we need to prove that OT is parallel to this vector. So what you need to do is you need to prove that OT is a multiple of this one. It has the same base, but here is a number is taken as an HCF. Let's first of all find OT. We need to find OT. So to find OT, what you will do is you will go through, we have here this way, you can go through OB then BT. So we will go through OB then BT in this part. So what will happen is OB is 2B plus BT. BT is the inverse of this one, so we're going to change the signs. It will be 5 over 6a positive and minus 1 over 3b. So if you do it here, 2 minus 1 over 3, it will be 5 over 3b and plus 5 over 6a. So what you can do is you will take common factor from these two. We can take 5 over 6 as a common. What will be here? It's going to be a plus this one is 10 over 6. If we divide it by 5 over 6, it will be 2b. So if you notice one thing here, the answer of OT is it has what, 5 over 6 a plus 2b, which is the same base, which means OT is a multiple of a plus tb. I'm gonna write here OT, and its result OT is 5 out of 6 multiplied by a plus 2b. They have the same base, which is a plus 2b, but it has a multiple here, or k. So whenever a vector is a multiple of another vector, so they are parallel. Multiple, it means they have the same base, but only here is a number is multiplied by one of them. So these two are parallel. Let's see one more example. Now we're going to take an example that includes a straight line to prove that a vector is a straight line. It's very important and it's related to the parallelism as well. So let's see. OA, and this shape is 6A. OA is 6A, and we have, this is the direction. We have OB is 6B. This one is 6B, and this is the direction. Write OM in terms of AB. We need to find OM. And you must notice that M is the midpoint of AB. M is the midpoint of AB. So now let's first of all find AB. We need to find AB first. To find AB, you will go through AO, then AO plus OB, which will be negative 6A plus 6B. So we found AB is 6 multiplied by B minus A. Here M is the midpoint, so we can get AM. This is half of AB, AM, and this is half of AB and half of AB. So we need to find AM. AM is half multiplied by 6b minus 6a. This will be 3b minus 3a. 3b minus 3a. Now we have AM and we have B as well. If you want to find OM, you can go through OA, then AM. To find OM, you will go through OA, then plus AM. So it will be OA, which is 6A, plus AM is 3B minus 3A. So you will do 6A minus 3A, 3A plus 3B. So you'll take 3 as a common, it will be A plus B. So now we found OM. OM is OA, then AM. OA, then AM. So it will be 6A plus half multiplied by AB. The half of AB, it will be 3B minus 3A. If you add them together, it will be 3A plus 3B, which is at the end 3 multiplied by A plus B. Okay? So now we got OM. The other part says N is the midpoint of OB. So N is the midpoint of AB. So ON is the same as NB. G is the point on OM such that OG to GM is 2 to 1. So this part is 2 to 1 here. So this one is 2/3 and this one is 1/3. Uh, OG is 2/3 of OM and GM is 1/3 of OM. We need to show that AGN is a straight line. AGN is a straight line. To prove any vector or to prove that it's a straight line, what you will do is you're going to find the relationship between AG and GN. You're going to prove that AG and GN, they are parallel, but at the same time they meet at one point. So again, how you prove that 3 points they represent a straight line? What you will do is you're going to divide this 3 points into two vectors, AG and then GN. You must prove that AG is parallel to GN and they are meeting both of them in one point. So let's find AG first and then GN. But before, we're going to find ON is 3B and NB is 3B as well. And as you know, the vector goes like this. To find AG, let's find OG first. OG, because finding OG will help and GM. So OG is 2/3 of OM, 2/3 of OM, which is 2/3 multiplied by OM, which is 3A plus 3B. So 2/3, it will be 2A plus 2B. This is OG. So we have GM will be A plus B, because this is the rest of them. Now we need to find AG then GN. To find AG is going through AM then MG. So you'll go through AM, then you'll go through MG. AM, we already found it before, which is AM is 3B minus 3A plus MG. MG is the opposite because we're going up. Suppose OM goes down. So MG is the negative sign of, it's negative A minus B. So if we collect all of them together, 3, it would be 2B minus 4A. This is AG. If we take common factor, it will be 2 multiplied by B minus 2A. And then we'll try to find GN. We will try to find GN. So GN will be going through the GN is, you can go through GO then ON, or you can go through GM then OB then BN, but this is a bit lengthy, so you go through GO then ON, GO then plus ON. So GO is 2/3 of OG. We already got before GO, but this is the opposite. It will be negative 2A minus 2B, negative 2A minus 2B, plus ON, which is 3B. So if you add them together, it will be B, because minus 2B plus 3B, it will be positive B minus 2A. And this is the answer of GN. If you notice one thing, what's this? The relation between AG and GN. Here, they have the same base, which is B minus 2A, B minus 2A. But AG is double of GN. AG is double of GN. So now we already prove that they are parallel. So what you will do to prove that they are straight line, what you will write is, you're going to write AG and GN are parallel vectors. They are parallel and they meet at point G. So at the end you're going to write hence AGN is a straight line. So to prove that a vector represents a straight line, what you need to do is you need to prove that two parts of this straight line, they are parallel to each other and they are meeting at one point at the end. So AG and GN, they are parallel to each other and both of them, they are meeting at G. We could already prove that they are parallel by finding AG, which is 2 multiplied by b minus a, and then we found gn, which is b minus 2a. So ag is double gn, so they are parallel and they meet at one point. So both of them, they are representing a straight line agn. Let's move to one more example. Now we're going to talk about column vectors. If you have, what's the column vector? As you know, the column vector, it has two components, horizontal component and vertical component. Okay, we have some operation on them, like here, this vector, it means from the point you are stopping at or standing at, you will move 5 horizontal, then 2 vertical. For example, this is the point, the starting point. So you will move 2 horizontal, then 5 vertical. So you have the vector A. This is the vector A. You will move 2 horizontal, then 5 vertical. And this one, which is B, if you, for example, you are here, you will move 1 left, then 7 up here. So this is the vector B. But now we need to do an operation on them, which is 2a plus b. 2a plus b. 2a, it means you're going to multiply a scalar by this vector. So you're going to multiply 2 by each component in here. So first of all, let's find 2a. It will be 2 multiplied by 5 and 2. So it will be 5 multiplied by 2 and 2 multiplied by 2, which gives me 5 by 2 is 10 and 2 by 2 is 4. So now we found the 2a. We need to add the 2a to the b, so it will be 10 and 4 added to the negative 1 and 7. So it will be 10 plus 7, 10 plus negative 1 is 9, and 4 plus 7 is 11. So this is the final answer. So what you do is you add together the two horizontal components and then you add the two vertical components, then you get one new column vector at the end. Let's see one more example. Now we have another example from the past papers. There are two vectors, the vector AB, which is 5, 3, CB, which is negative 2, 4. Find as a column vector AC. We need to find AC as a column vector. So what we will do is, for example, if this is A, we will move 5 horizontal, then 3 vertical. So this is the point B. And here is a point C. We will move from this point, we'll move 2 to the left, then 4 up. So for example, if the point C is here, we will move 2 to the left, then 4 up. Or we can say the point C is here, for example. So what I will do is, by the way, you don't need to draw in the exam, but just this for clarifying. So then you will move 4 steps up. Now we need to find the vector AC. To find AC, consider this like a normal vector. To find the vector AC, what you need to do is you will go through AB, then BC. So to find AC, what you will do is you will go through AB, then BC. But now you don't have BC, you have only CB. So what you will do is you're gonna change the signs of these two components, then you will have the BC. If you remember from before, if for example I'm going through BC, but the direction is the opposite, so what I will do, I'm gonna change the sign. For example, if this one was B, and you wanna go through C, B, it will be positive B, but if you want to go from B to C, it will be negative B. So what we need to do is we change the sign of this one. So AB is 5 and 3 added to, here we change the signs, it will be 2 and minus 4. If you add them together, 5 plus 2 is 7, and then so 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1. So now we got the column which is required, or the column vector which is AC. So in this part, you only needed to change the sign of CB to become BC. Then B is triangle. We have 2A here. This is 2A, and we have OB is 2B, and M is the midpoint. We need to find point B is the point on AN such that OPM is a straight line. I need to find the ratio between OP till PM. So I'm gonna call this part N, because I don't know the relation, and even I don't know the relation here in AN, so I'm gonna call this K. I will try to find OP in two different ways. So let's find, first of all, the easiest one is AB. So we're gonna find vector AB first. AB is going through AO, then I will go through OB. So it will be going in the opposite direction. It will be negative 2A plus OB, which is 2B. So this is the first part. It can be written as 2b minus 2a. Now we got ab, which is very easy. Let's find then am. Am is midpoint, so it will be half of this. It will be b minus a. So now we have this one as b minus a. And here OB is divided into the ratio 2 to 1. So this one is 2/3 of OB and this one is 1/3. So ON can be found by 2/3 of 2B. It will be 4 over 3B. And NB is 2/3 of B. So now what we need to do is we will try to find AP. AP is K multiplied by AN. So we need to find AN. AN is going through AO, then ON, AO, then ON. So it will be AO, which is 2A plus ON, which is 4 over 3. But this is negative because we're going in the opposite direction. This is the main direction, and this is the main direction. So we're going in the opposite. It will be negative 2a plus 4 over 3 of ON, which is 4 over 3b. So it can be written as 4 over 3b minus 2a. This is AN here. So we found AN here. Let's find OM because we'll need all of these together. So OM is going through OA, then AM, OA, then AM. So OA is 2A added to AM, which is B minus A. If you add them together, it will be A plus B. This is OM. So now we need to find what? We'll try to find OP. We will try to find OP. OP is N multiplied by AM. So, or sorry, OM. So here we have OP is N multiplied by OM. So it will be OP equals N multiplied by OM, which is A plus B. So if you expand, it will be NA plus NB. Now we have OP. Okay, OP is NA plus NB. If we want to find OP itself as a vector, OP represents N of OM. And OP, to find it as a vector, will go through OA, then AP. So if we want to find OP as a vector, it will be going through OA, then plus AP. This question depends on finding OP in two different ways. Finding OP as a ratio or as a part of OM, and finding OP as a normal vector by going through OA, then AP. So OA is 2A plus AP, which is K multiplied by AN. We already found before AP is K multiplied by AN. So let's replace it. It will be 2A plus K multiplied by AN. AN is 4 over 3B minus 2A. So it will be K multiplied by 4 over 3B minus 2A. So it will be 2A minus 2KA after I expanded plus 4 over 3KB. This is OP. Now if you notice, you're going to find that we found OP in two different ways. We can call this one star, and here the OP, which is here double star, or the opposite. So now this is OP and this is OP. You need to equate both of them, make them equal to each other. So it will be N multiplied by A plus B equals 2a minus 2ka plus 4 over 3kb. Just collect the a's together. It will be 2 minus 2k multiplied by a, and here plus 4 over 3kb. This is the part in here, and here we have na plus nb. Equate the a's together. It will be n equals to 2 minus 2k. So we have n equals 2 minus 2k, and in the b's, n equals 4 over 3k. Here I need to know n. This is the most important thing. So what I will do, I'm gonna replace the n by 4 over 3k in this equation. So it will be 4 over 3k here equals 2 minus 2k, because I need to know the value of k. So if I shift k there, it will be 2k plus 4 over 3k. It will be 10 over 3k equals 2. If we divide 2 by 10 over 3, it would be 6 over 5, which is 6 over 10, which is 3 over 5. So the k is 3/5. But I need to know the n, so n will be 4 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 5. So it will be at the end 4 over 5. So n represents 4/5 of the line OM. So PM represents 1/5. So at the end, the ratio is 4 to 1. The ratio between OP to PM is 4 to 1. So here I can write the ratio of OP to PM is 4 to 1. Again, how did we do this one? We tried to find all the vectors around OP. We found AN, we found OM, we found AB, we already have OA, and we have OB, and we assume that NOP represents N of OM, and we assume that AP represents K of AN. Then we tried to find OP as a ratio or as a part of OM, and then we found OP as a normal vector. We equated them till we got the values. Let's see one more example on this part. This one from the unseen exam, the question is OACB is a trapezium, OA is 2A, OB is 5B, AC is 3B. The diagonals OC and AB of the trapezium intersect at the point P. Find simply an expression in terms of AB for OP. So we need to know the OP represents how much of C, OC. So we're going to call this one N, the OP, and we can call this one as K, the AP. So what we can find easily now is OC. Let's find OC first. OC is going through OA, then I will go through AC. It will be 2A plus 3B. This is OC. And now we can say that OP is N multiplied by OC, so it's N multiplied by 2A plus 3B. Okay, so it will be 2NA plus 3N of B. This is the OP. So now we can say, let's find AB. If you want to find AB here, find AB. AB is going through AO, then plus OB. So this part AO is negative 2A, plus OB is 5B. So it can be written as 5B minus 2A. This is vector AP. We found now AB. AB, we have AP as K. AP is K multiplied by the vector AB, so it will be 5KB minus 2KA. Now we found AP. And we already found OP. OP is N of this one. OP is N of OC. Now, if we want to find OP as a normal vector, it will be OP is going through O till A, then A till P. So if we want to find OP, it will be going through OA, then we will add AP. So OA is 2A plus AP, which is, we just found AP, which is 5KB minus 2KA. This is OP. So just simplify it. It will be 2 plus 5K all. It will be, let's add the A's together, not this one. So we will add 2a and minus 2ka, so it will be 2 minus 2k all of a plus 5k of b, and here we have OP. Don't forget that OP already found it before as 2n a plus 3n b. Just equate the a's together, it will be 2n equals 2 minus 2k, the a's together, the coefficients 2n equals 2 minus 2k, and the other one is 3n equals 5k. So if we take common factor n 2 from here all, it will be n equals 1 minus k, and here we can say n equals 5 over 3k. We can replace the k by the n by 5 over 3k, and here it will be plus k all equals 1. So 5 over 3, so will be 8 over 3 equals 1. So we can continue here. It will be 8 over 3k equals 1. So the k equals 1 divided by 8 over 3. It will be 3 out of 8. This is the k. We need to find the n. So n is 5 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 8. It will be, cancel 3 and 3, it will be 5 out of 8. So n as a ratio is 5 out of 8, and this one for sure is 3 out of 8. So OP as a vector, it will be 5 over 8 multiplied by 2a plus 3b. So it will be 5 out of 8 multiplied by 2a plus 3b. So it will be 5 by 2 is 10, 10 over 8a plus 15 over 8b. Or you can just leave it like this one, or it can be simplified as, this is OP, it can be written in this one as it can be written here as 5 out of 4a plus 15 out of 8b, and this is the answer. And here is the answer of this part of OP. It will be OP equals 5 over 4a plus 15 over 8 of b. Thanks for watching this video. I wish it was useful to you.